Yeah, welcome to the Ken and Mike Show. We are live. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you know, we are now going to be going live on Tuesday nights, and of course, our produced episode will drop every Thursday as usual. But Mike, what's up? Welcome.
Welcome to the
back live again.
unedited live version. Love it.
So do I.
So everybody's gonna get to see all the mistakes, all the errors, and all the junk right now.
Exactly, and why not? This is the way to go.
Go raw.
I have a lot. So I have a lot to look forward to. So I hear, because it looks like you have a little something for me, which is so special, Mike.
I have something for you, and I have something for our audience if we get some people in here. So we'll run for a while, see if we get an audience, and see if they want to participate.
That sounds like a plan, man. And also I'm looking forward to our new edition of Ken Reacts. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you have for me there too. It's going to be fun.
Well, this one's going to be a fun one now. So it's going to be a fun Ken Reacts because I think you'll relate to the era and time that it's referring to.
There. Okay.
Giving you a little hint there.
All right. Okay. And speaking of it, dude, we have Christmas literally right around the corner. Like next week, Wednesday is Christmas. Can you believe it?
It's next Wednesday? Yeah, it is next
so.
Wednesday.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's next Wednesday.
So, so we have, obviously, have you gotten all your shopping done?
I did, and I hate Amazon.
Oh, would they mess up?
I didn't mess up anything, but I've become a victim of, Amazon. I hate Amazon, always have, but yet what do I run to when I want to do Christmas shopping because I'm too lazy to actually go out physically shopping?
Oh, yes. Understood.
And there was a time that I did. I told you last time, we'd get the bonus from the old job, and we'd run right out to the store and go shopping. And now I just sit in front of my computer, and there you go. Go to Amazon.com.
Well, when you reached out to me the other day, I let you know. Obviously, I was doing the old school version. I was out there shopping actually, and it's because I procrastinated, and many of the items I wanted to get was pushing out till like after Christmas. I'm like, son of a gun. I've got to actually go out there. I got to go to the stores and get stuff. I didn't want to do it because it was by myself. I don't like who wants to go out and do that anymore. Nobody wants to do that. So I'm out there doing it my own.
So, Kenny, I have to ask you though.
Yes.
Christmas shopping. Now, this is I don't know. I'm going to go along with that new craze that's going on TikTok. Well, we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. But do you have a budget that you set, or do you just shop?
Oh gosh. Air my laundry out on here.
Absolutely.
I wish I could tell you, man, I am the most mathematically inclined genius that there is alive, but I'm not. I say I'm going to budget and we're going to be cautious and we're not going to go overboard, and every year I'm not cautious and I go overboard.
Oh. So are you the spender? Are you the spender in the relationship?
Not necessarily. No, not only during this season. Other than that, I don't buy anything for myself. Nothing like that. It really is. I love filling it up, and I love watching them get all excited. So
I appreciate that. But see, there's one thing that someone in my life I used to hate that they did this, and I found myself doing it this year because I have 4 kids.
Yes.
And 3 of my kids live in the house. So I went shopping, did all the shopping online, and then I looked at everything I purchased, and I added it all up and realized that, this person got more monetarily valued than this person did over here. And now I feel like I have to make up for it on this person over here. And
yep.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So was it yesterday, the day before? I had to go back out because I'm like, oh my gosh, it doesn't look good because one of the kids has more than the other, and it's not. It is how it is. I really now. My kids don't have any idea how much any of this costs. So even though some of it all looks like they all have the same amount, some of them are more expensive. But you got to remember, I have a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So some of them are, when they ask for something, some of the things are more expensive. It just is.
Yeah, and as they get older, the gifts get more expensive.
It sure does.
You just can't go out and get them a bag of Lincoln Logs and say have fun
No,
when they're
no,
16 years old.
no. And I have a 12-year-old who literally is all into style and into what the latest fad is. And honestly, he told me today he has Uggs. He likes Uggs. He has these slipper Uggs that he wears. He wears that's just come and hey, they're great. I bought him plain white socks, nothing on it at all. Just looks like white socks. He goes, Dad, these look so. I won't use the word that he used, he's like, because they just look pathetic. I'm like, they're just white socks. He's like, yeah, but they have to have like Nike or something on it. I'm like, oh, you and Nike. I'm telling you right
My
now.
son is the exact same way. My older son,
Yes.
about to be 16.
Mhm.
He wants hoodies. And that's not a big deal. I'll give him hoodies, but
Yeah.
they can't just say nothing on them or just be a plain, Gildan off the generic economy rack. It better say Nike on it. And then
Yes.
you go online and you can buy. You know me. I have a shop where I can get this stuff. Really cheap as a distributor. But even so, if it's Champion or if it's Nike, it is crazy expensive for a hoodie. But you go and get the Gildan ones that I purchase wholesale, and I can buy 5 of them for the price that you pay for the Nike one. It's
Exactly.
disgusting.
It is. What were you like that as a kiddo? Did you have to have a
Oh,
certain?
absolutely not! Because my parents told me point blank, "We're going to Kmart, we're going to Caldor, and you're getting the $5 sneakers. I don't care what your friends say about it."
Yeah.
I was the guy that my mother would buy the jeans 2 sizes too big and hem them. And then 2 years older, when I grew into it, she'd take out the hem, and I'd have the line at the bottom of the pants that showed everybody where they used to be hemmed.
It's amazing.
And then I get the hand me downs from my older sibling who was a female, my sister.
No. Oh gosh. Okay.
So it's like I never got anything designer. And all my kids, they got the nice Huffy bikes when I was a kid. I got the cheap Kmart knockoff with the plastic spokes.
I, so I will say this. I had a BMX bike, and everybody liked it. Now the pedals on it were actually it was a cool looking bike, but it was actually had pink pedals, but they were not pink. They were white. But if you looked in the middle just right, you could see that it had heart emblems like right in
Oh.
the center of it.
So they were what your son said the sweatshirt was.
Well,
No, the Uggs were.
right, right. That's right. You knew exactly what I was referring to. But it was such a cool bike, and I dealt with it. I'm like, I don't care if no one's going to see the hearts. They're going to be on my sneaker. but, but no, that will not pass. If one of my kids saw that, they ain't going to happen. So
My parents thought they were doing me a great service that one year for, I think it was for my birthday, they bought me a brand new bike. And because all the kids had brand new bikes, had nice bikes. So we got me a bike, and it was an ET bike from Kmart. No, it was branded ET for the movie,
oh yeah,
and it had these thick plastic white spokes. I mean, if you hit it with a hammer, it would just fall apart. And it's just like I had to ride this around. Oh man, I got bullied.
did you?
But they thought they were doing me a favor.
They probably were.
Well, they probably were. Yeah,
They're just helping you. That's all.
that's right.
We looked at it at the time, right?
Toughen up, Buttercup.
You did, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And you're not playing the victim card, so that's a good thing.
Oh, well, wait till we get off the air. I'll cry more.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited though. I'm with you. I really am like that. I guess I grew up like that. It's not like they spent $1 million on us, but they made sure that we had a fun time at Christmas and everybody woke up and had stuff. And I got to get better at, and I'll be honest, is helping my kids know that it's really about like I have them go out, I'll take them out, and they'll get something for each other.
Hmm.
But we also, I'm like, I want to get better every year of doing where we give a part out of this household. So like where they're actually like thinking of others besides ourselves. I do need to work on that, to be completely candid.
Oh, I used to think we were all self-righteous, and years ago I used to have a rule with the kids that for every gift, you open up on Christmas, you got to go back to your bedroom and find stuff that you no longer use, put in a bag, and give away. I think that lasted about 1 or 2 years, and then we just forgot about it.
That's when I was living there in Chatham. I actually we had an idea like we had the same idea. Maybe we got it from you, and we were basically like, hey, we got to start doing that. Where let's go through your closets, whatever you don't like, let's go ahead and gift that to somebody. And apparently they number one we never got to it, or they're just like, I don't want to. I like that thing. I'm like, no, we're getting rid of it. So,
And then
and I'll
you,
tell you why. It's talk about spoiled Americans. Most of the things that we've had since we moved here, it's just you run out of room, and I'm like, nobody wants to take it. I guess it's going to the dump. I
yeah,
don't-
yep.
so
Well, when I lived down in Philmont, we used to have what the magic I used to call the magical disappearing curb, where anything that you just didn't want, you put it on the curb. The next morning, it was gone,
it's gone. That's right.
no matter what it was. We had an old broken down refrigerator, and we put it out there. It was gone the next day.
Gone. Oh
You
my
you
gosh.
could have a you could have an old couch with cigarette burns in it, and it would disappear.
See you later.
The neighborhood kids would take it for their fort.
Why not? Yeah, exactly. That, and you know what? That's some creative kids right there. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, or for their crack house. But anyway,
Possible.
it was Philmont.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you were talking about Philmont. Yeah, has Philmont cleaned up much?
No,
Okay, it's kind of
not at
still
all.
the way that it is.
So now that we've gotten the small talk out of the way,
Yes, sir.
let's talk about the current events.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you want to
ahead.
throw something in, or you want me to throw something? Go right ahead.
I'll just say this.
Show me what you got. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, so a couple things obviously going on. I won't jump into some of the border crises. That's they did catch somebody that had people on their watch list. I'm glad to see things are being cracked down on a little bit, but I can only imagine. I'm just going to say this about the border real quick. Some of the findings and the people that they have on the watch list that they're actually tracking down now. When it's just one and you hear about it, you're like, you know how many other thousands upon thousands we should be hearing about right now? They should be just tracking these people down. Now, I'm not talking about everybody who's illegal. I'm talking about people who were actual criminals that we know of. We should have these people, and they should be out of here, deported quickly. You keep hearing a lot of stories about, I just heard a story today. I think it was a Venezuelan or something like that burned a house down with people in it. He looked like he was burnt up himself at one point. Maybe that's the problem.
My security clearance isn't high enough to answer this question I'm about to ask, but my curiosity is they know roughly about how many millions of illegals that we've brought in, but how are they? I'm all for Homan doing his thing there of kicking them out in the whole 9 yards, but how are we tracking them? How do we know where they are
Yeah, that's a great question.
without profiling, which I'm sure that's going to come up on the Democrats' talking points in the months to come when we actually start deporting people. Like, oh, he pulled him over and asked him questions because he didn't look like you. I can see that coming.
Yeah, I agree. But you know what, man? I think that whatever. I mean, profiling, that's what police work is, right? You profile, you profile somebody. So that's what it should be. And unfortunately, we live in a society that's super sensitive to that. And I get it, but it's not about any of those things. It's trying to find people that are going to keep everybody safe, no matter what color, race, anything ethnicity you are. We want everybody safe. That's in this country. And if you're not of this country and you're unsafe to be around, you need to be out of here or put away permanently. Period. And again, I just wanted to kind of put that out there. So that's some of the current things. We mentioned that before, but on to something that I actually think is quite interesting. And we've talked a little bit about it. Is the drones? We've seen, and you're the one who actually brought this up. Remember, I was like 2 shows ago. You mentioned, hey, did you hear about the drones in New Jersey? And it's not just New Jersey; it's a lot of locations as well.
Oh,
And
it's actually they're showing up in Alaska, and I actually talked to somebody tonight who said they're down near Poughkeepsie.
see, and so the question is, and I do have a video. I'm going to go ahead and play something for you, just to kind of put something out there for you. But don't you think I do know that they know exactly what's going on. I don't think it's from another
Well, I
country.
love how the government says they don't believe it's a threat, they don't know anything about it, they're not breaking any laws, but yet they're having closed door meetings about them. If it's not a threat, why are there closed door meetings? Number one.
But they're probably saying it because they're the ones that are that.
Well, I say it's one of two things. It's either the government and they know exactly who it is and it's them themselves, or it's somebody doing something nefarious that they also know about and they don't want to talk about.
Exactly, exactly. Well, here's what I'll tell you. What here's exactly what Mr. Trump says here. I do have. I'll play this for you. You let me know what you think. All right, here we go.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth? They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster.
Do you believe there's a connection between vaccines and autism?
We're looking to find,
Okay, so that's it. He went some a different direction there, but basically he wasn't going to. The one thing he did say is he wasn't going to comment. Eventually, I think he goes into he wasn't going to comment on the. Oh, what was it? Something about
Syria.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said they do know what it is, and I believe him there.
Can I put my tinfoil hat on for a second?
I love it when you put your tinfoil hat on. Actually,
I'm just going to espouse a conspiracy theory, and I don't know if I say I believe this. It's just a theory I'm going to put out there, so don't cancel me. If I were to put my tinfoil hat on, they know exactly what it is, and I think it's theater. Maybe it's theater, and maybe it's a big distraction. And maybe it's going to be linked to something that might happen prior to January 20th of him being inaugurated.
okay. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to say I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to say that I don't disagree with you
Because it notice how it's slowly building up. Mm-hmm. It's slowly becoming a bigger and bigger and bigger thing. And like with any great theater, right before something happens, it climaxes and you get the big show. And I don't know if they're going to try and fake the coming of Christ. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, but something to distract them. What that might try to suspend or delay the inauguration. Just my tinfoil hat conspiracy.
You know what? I don't think you're wrong, Mike, and it just makes sense because think about this. Think about what they did. And speaking of inauguration, think about January 6th, for example. I'll put this out here. I'm sure you've seen all the stories lately. Look what's happening.
Oh, yeah. We're all our January 6th people are hating on Trump, and now all of a sudden all this stuff that's coming out that's finding out is true. Like they did have embedded in the crowd 26 or 27 agents.
Yeah, agents. Exactly. Yep, 100%.
And that was all stuff that we said, well, we bet you there were acting agents in there, and we were told it was conspiracy theory. And now, look, I mean, you can spin it however you want to, because I was going to bring this up for the show, and I'm just, shoot. Well, it's too late now. But I compared. You had the New York Post story on the agents, mm-hmm. and you had the CNN story on the agents, side by side. They were telling two entirely different narratives.
Yep.
I don't have time to bring it up, but I find it funny. It's like, because CNN said, yes, there were agents there, but they were there on their own volition, and they weren't doing anything, and they were just observing. And then the New York Post one, and you have to fact check me on this because I'm just going by memory here, was basically saying they were there and they were instigating.
Right.
So, but of course, anybody that has an axe to grind with Trump will not hear the facts, and they'll just say, no, that's not true. What CNN is reporting is the truth.
Yeah. Well, of course, Mike. They are.
But can I bring something up in the event in transitioning to and speaking about CNN?
Yeah.
I have a question for you. I'm going to play you a video.
Okay. You know what? I think you know where you're going to go with this. So I might have an answer for you.
I want to know,
Guys,
is
can we cut
CNN
it
waking
out?
up?
Can we cut it out?
There it is.
Donald Trump is not an idiot. Donald Trump, let me just be very clear. Donald Trump is smarter than me, you, and all critics. You know why we know? Because he has the White House, the Senate, the House,
Totally agree.
Court, the popular vote, and he is best buddy, is the richest person in the history of the world, and the most relevant Kennedy is with him. This dude is a phenomenon. He is the most powerful human on earth and in our lifetime. He's not a big dummy. He doesn't have a bunch of idiots around him. Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean he's dumb. We don't understand it. That means that we're dumb. We got beat by something that we don't understand. And all these liberals wandering around and going, oh, I just don't understand. Well, maybe because you're dumb and he's smart. Try that on.
Wow.
I like the bluntness.
Since when is Van Jones the voice of reason?
I don't know. Maybe he is thinking to himself like, you know, I better just get on the train here.
I just find that absolutely hilarious.
But he's not the only one. I've seen many people who have literally hated Trump that the whole time, and all of a sudden he's like, listen, I had it wrong. Obviously, we need to come together, and what he's doing is a good thing. And it's amazing to watch some of these people turn around like this, and it tells you something.
And the funny thing is, he's not the only one.
No.
The only people that are still parroting the same narrative are your extreme ideologues.
Yes.
Are the ones who are really pushing the far extreme of the agenda, and they won't let it go.
Like
But
AOC.
it was the ones who were questioning it even to begin with, but just because they were told to, they still, pandered to it. But
yeah.
I mean, look at your Chris Cuomo's now.
Right. We talked about this.
Yeah, look at your
That's
Bill.
right.
Look at your Bill Maher's now.
Yep.
These are known liberals, but they're liberals by the traditional sense of liberals, as not far left extremists of the party. And that's been my excuse or my defense for the left all along is, listen, true traditional democratic liberals, I may not agree with you, but I've always understood your vantage point. But you've been hijacked by such a small minutia of your party that you're too afraid to stand up against, and you're just parroting it, whatever it is that they say and tell you to do, and you're letting that be the mouthpiece of your party
For a paycheck.
Yeah, and when it comes down to the whole transgender stuff that's going on, and things of that likeness, 90, if not 99% of them really want nothing to do with it, but either they're afraid to say something about it, their paycheck is connected to it, or they don't have enough power within their own party to withstand it until they get disconnected from the nipple, like your Chris Cuomo was when he got booted from CNN. Now it's amazing how free he is to speak, and all of a sudden he can tell us the truth. It's amazing.
Exactly. I see. That's the thing. Bill Maher and Chris Cuomo and the like. I respect them so much because not because I agree with everything that they say, but because they are, just like you mentioned, they still stay on the principles that they believe in. But when they see something that's off, they're actually free to say it now. But that I like that. For example, Bill Maher, he still is very much.
I'll never respect Bill Maher.
Right.
I mean,
He has his stances, and they're ridiculous.
I can understand him having his moment of clarity, if you will, but he still will trumpet the whole, Donald Trump is toxic, this, that, and the other thing.
Oh yeah.
But he's also the same one who said, you keep pushing the narrative on the left that you're going to get people like Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a result of that.
Exactly.
And that's what he's have spoken about many times, and that I agree with him. But I have a hard time respecting him, especially with some of the garbage that's come out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, and some of these sit down interviews that he has with some folks. I mean, him and Jordan Peterson, for example, had a great conversation. I love Jordan Peterson, and you can tell Bill Maher has a high respect for him because Jordan's way smarter than Bill ever could be, and
True.
And even with debates, but he really does with especially the younger people. I think it was who was the swimmer there that he had on, and he'll kind of push back a little bit, or he pushed back with. I mean, we talked about Candace Owens. He pushes back a lot of these people, but he's very much stuck in his ways, and I guess in a sense, all of us are in some regard, but we're also. But I like that he's not being a baby or a coward. Same thing with Chris Cuomo because of the change that's occurred. They don't maybe like Trump, but he's there, and it is what it is. Kind of like you and I. We don't like that Obama was in there. We don't like that Biden was in there. Some say what Biden actually wasn't there. So.
He's still not there.
He's still not there. but and I mean, and was he there legally? We don't know. But the reality is, though, is we didn't sit here and we weren't screaming at the cameras and going insane and doing all these crazy things where people were maybe calling somebody on our behalf to say maybe this person needs counseling because they're acting crazy on a TikTok video because they're so upset. They don't even know what they're upset about.
I'm glad that these people are doing that because it gives us footage for a very long time of entertainment.
Yeah, that's true.
When they're getting on their knees in the middle of Broadway and they're screaming like, somebody just shot their puppy all because they lost a political race,
Oh my gosh! I watched one, Mike.
Or they're wearing vagina hats and saying, "I'm all about women's rights." Okay.
What did he? I know. I know. Did you see that? There's a reel out there with. It makes me feel horrible for this guy, but when Biden got seated, essentially when he was pushed aside and Kamala was put in place, and he was sitting there screaming at the camera. He's like, we need him, and he starts crying, and he's in the camera, and I'm like, do you even?
Oh, is that the guy that said, "I voted for you. I remember that guy. I voted for your women's rights."
There's a few out there, and I just think to myself, I'm like, you really are just so emotionally worked up. Like, stay off of the hormone blockers or whatever the opposite, whatever it is that you're doing, and my gosh,
he has to adjust his tampon.
Exactly.
Anything I can do to catch you off guard, Kenny.
I love it. You always do. I love those.
But
anyway.
I'll
tell you what, though, I really I think it's interesting. And here's something for you. I kind of throw something that got kind of in the mix, and it has nothing to do with anything. But what do you think about now? Look, he might be an interesting oddball in real life, but you got to give the guy credit. He's got multiple licenses for a million things. The guy has done everything. I think he's a great actor. Obviously, we know him as Maverick. He just received
Mel Gibson.
a huge honor. No, Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise. What about him?
Yes, yep. And he just got a great honor. He got a U.S. Navy honor for boosting the military with his screen roles, because he's done a lot of different things with that. So I guess he essentially got a Distinguished Public Service Award from the U.S. Navy. Actually,
I have to compartmentalize my view of Tom Cruise.
I mean, put aside his quirkiness and the weird stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. I got to compartmentalize because there's three Tom Cruises. There's the one you see in the movie theater, and the roles that he takes. He's a fabulous actor, and his movies are amazing. And I love the Top Gun series, both 1 and 2. They were phenomenal movies.
Yeah.
Then you have the weird Tom Cruise, and his weird things that he does with his relationships, and the Scientology is the other Tom Cruise. There's this Tom Cruise that is just that's the one that's way out there with the Scientology and excommunication of even his own children because they won't. I mean, who cuts off their children? I mean, anyway.
I know,
but that's why I say I have to compartmentalize because he's a fabulous actor, and I do not like Tom Cruise the person, but Tom Cruise the actor, you can't take that away from him.
Agreed. Yep, I agree with that. 100%. I thought that was interesting though. That story caught me today, and I was like, oh my gosh. And at first, I didn't know if it was real or what. And then looking into it, he did. Like I said, like you mentioned, when it comes to acting and doing all that, and with the way that he's able to kind of articulate acting and what it's like and all those things, it's super fascinating, super interesting. And then of course, like you said, you got the relationship side of him. But when it comes to all the other things too, like the crazy stunts he does, and the fact that he can fly any plane you give him, and all those types of things, I think that's fantastic. But then putting all those other things, as you mentioned, into the mix, it just makes it really quirky and weird, and it makes you wonder if he's got schizophrenia or something.
Well, and the fact that he does his own stunts,
Yeah,
is I mean, there's got to be something wrong with you. I mean, Scientology, notwithstanding, there, if you just look at him and what he had to do for the Mission Impossible movies, where he actually tied himself to an airplane and flew up however many thousand feet in the air, it's like, oh my goodness.
yes,
And he did that. That wasn't CGI. That was him.
Oh, yeah, he did that.
You know,
That's
it's
right.
like, Tom, we have technology now that make that look real in the studio.
Yeah.
No, just throw me up 20,000 feet in the air. I want to do it myself.
Exactly. And I love listening to the other actors talk about that stuff. They're like, he's like, they just say this, like, it's very different when you're around Tom, because when you're going to do a scene with him, it's going to be intense, and the way he comes in here and does it. So I will give that to him. Now, again, all the other things that comes with him, just odd.
I gotta ask some of these other actors that work with him. I mean, how's it feel to be in the room knowing that when Tom Cruise walks in the room, you instantly are the less qualified person in the room?
Right. Right. Exactly. For real though.
I mean, that's got to be an ego check. You go on there thinking you're all that, and then you got Tom Cruise who walks in and goes, "Yeah, but I've done this."
Yep, exactly. It's just like, it's funny. You probably seen that reel with Tom Cruise's stuntman, like his body double.
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, it's funny. I mean, they just kind of, the fact that they both start kind of laughing, but in my mind, I'm thinking, when would you ever need that guy?
You don't. He collects a paycheck to sit there and eat Snickers bars. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's just in case he gets hurt. I got to finish the job.
Right, exactly. You just need the back of your head, anyways.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting, though.
What else you got for me?
Oh goodness. Are you in a laughing kind of mood, or do you want to set the tone for this holiday season?
Oh, I got something to set the tone for a holiday season. I have a holiday video for you, but that's for the Ken React.
Trump is in the White House. That means Ken and Mike are out of the outhouse and back in the studio for the Ken and Mike Show. So if you want real, honest talk with a dose of entertainment, no need to look any further. Ken and Mike have you covered. Ken and Mike are returning with an all-new show, but with the same potent and highly absorbable nutritional ingredients: truth, sarcasm, wit, and humor. New episode drops every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, starting November 21st on all major platforms. So tune in and join the conversation with Ken and Mike on The Ken and Mike Show. The Ken and Mike Show is not FDA approved and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Please consult your doctor and/or therapist before listening, as it may cause major side effects triggered by truth.
I'm ready. What do we got here? I'm ready to do it.
We're going to do the Ken Reaction. Remember that guy who did the AI country music song last week?
I sure do.
Well, I came across another video by his. I was like, all right, well, I hate to repeat, but I'm going to use him yet again because he did an AI, another one, but this is Christmas themed. And I only thought of you because of the genre of music he did in this time wasn't in country. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer done in the style of Creed.
Oh my gosh, I think I've heard this, and I'm ready for it though.
All right, so we gotta see. I gotta see Ken react to this.
Off the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but it's sung by Creed.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it,
Rudolph the Red.
What was that last part where Snowman what?
Oh, I didn't even hear that at the end. Where we'll play that last part. Here you go. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, it disappeared.
That's all right. That's all right. I love it. I love it though. That's great. And is the AI made that up too?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
So Ken react.
I'll tell you what. I think that's incredible. It'd be really funny. Can you take me higher or something like that? Where snowflakes, if they had that kind of a pun compared to society today, that'd be funny too. So I think that's good. I was a Creed fan. Actually, I did like Creed.
I took you as a Creed fan.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I mean, I was like, but I thought it was interesting. I wouldn't say like I loved Creed. I liked them though. That's for sure.
Oh, I found that was pretty interesting.
I remember they were the band that people were asking why their music had such Christian themes to it, and they were wondering if they were a Christian band. And he came out. He's like, well, no, it's just that we grew up and this is kind of what inspired it, type of thing. So,
oh wow, that I did not know.
That was a while ago, though. Yeah, so I'm not saying that they're Christian or anything. I have no idea, but I'm just saying, like, I do, and I respect that because I don't think you have to go around touting to everybody that you're a Christian band. I think that you have to just be a great person, and you can just, and I think God made music, so you can go enjoy music and play it and be a Christian. So
I just remember when Creed was out, it was just that was always the joke when people started singing, doing his little mimicking his voice.
Yeah, that very much of the
yeah. He always added that little extra to it.
He sure did. He did.
All right, so go ahead, your turn.
My turn. Okay. So here you go. So this is maybe some of you all have seen this before, but let me find my info here. I would say what I thought was funny about this too is because you don't know. I when I first saw this, I didn't know where he was going with this. Let me pull this up real quick.
It's not like Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas can go either way, and I hate to offend people. So this whole last holiday season, I didn't let out one Merry Christmas. That's true. Instead, I said, may the birth of the one and only true God Jesus Christ, blessing of grace and peace upon your household, to the belittlement of every other false religion. Lest you be gay. That's what I say.
I'll stop it there because I don't know where else it goes. So, actually, my sister sent that to me, and I thought it was hilarious because I'm like, at first, again, he said I didn't say one Merry Christmas. I'm like, okay, where's he going? Instead, I said, may the one and true only God bestow blessing upon you. So that's what we should be saying, though, Mike. If nobody wants to say Merry Christmas this year, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and say
that's making a comeback. I noticed that was it Target that told everybody that we're no longer going to say Happy Holidays, we're going to say Merry Christmas now. Was it Costco? I don't know. One of them made a complete reversal of their policies, and I think people are being emboldened now by having a sane president coming into power, where they can actually start maybe being a little bit braver and showing some testicular fortitude and saying some things that we're used to, like Merry Christmas and you can pledge allegiance now too in the open. I mean,
right, exactly. It's like how to be offended by something like that. This is how it's always been. You don't like it, don't celebrate it. just be quiet.
Well, full disclosure, I have no problem with happy holidays because
Because it's all inclusive to
well, no, because the origin of the word holiday is holy day. Happy holy days, happy holidays. So I don't have a problem with that. My problem was pushing the deliberate narrative or the deliberate fact of saying, no, we don't say Merry Christmas. We want to include everybody, say happy holidays. Well, I call your motive into question. You can say happy holidays. I don't care. You can even say happy Hanukkah to me. You can say happy Kwanzaa to me. It's happy whatever you want. I won't be offended. What I'm offended by is stores saying, no, we're excluding all those things because we might offend somebody. Well, you're offending me by not saying it or telling people that they can't. That's what I have a problem with.
Yes. And that's the thing. I've said Merry Christmas to folks before, and you know what they did? They just smiled and said, "Oh, we're actually Jewish, but thank you so much." And it was fine. I'm like,
who cares?
Okay, cool, dude. Yeah, fine. Whatever. It's like if they said Happy Hanukkah to me, I'd be like,
Happy Festivus, Kenny.
Right. Okay.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
So whatever.
From Seinfeld.
Right. That's right.
I don't care what you say.
Yeah, right. Just goodness gracious. I that's what I'll say. I miss those days when people did have some tough skin and things like that. Were just like, whatever, let's just laugh it off and go about our business. Not these days, man. People cannot let something go. It does not go off their shoulders. I'll tell you that. You see them way down, and then they finally pop on TikTok.
Wow.
So, goodness.
So,
yes, sir.
Do you want to play a game?
I do want to play a game. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to play a game with Kenny. And right. Kenny, you know what Family Feud is. And I was hoping that I think it's a little late hours, the reason why we don't have anybody watching live tonight. Yep. But maybe if we find a way to get on earlier one of these nights, we'll have an audience and we might be able to pull something off like this. But I was going to have you play a game with the audience, but I'm still going to have you play this game and just see how many you can get right. I can't play the game because I know the answers.
Okay.
But I know you know Family Feud. And we're going to give a shout out to the website that creates this, because I'm also going to do this with my youth group on Thursday night. And the website's called Survey Says. And Kenny.
Yes, sir.
We're going to play a game with you.
I'm ready.
And round one. Are you ready? Round one.
All right.
Name one thing people buy on Black Friday.
TV.
Number one answer.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow.
We're starting off good. Off good. All right. You have 3 X's here, and you haven't gotten one yet. All right. Go ahead. What is something else that people buy on Black Friday?
Hoverboard.
Hoverboard?
Okay.
All right, you have 1 X, Kenny.
Okay. So something else that on Christmas?
Yep.
I mean,
you have 8 answers here. See, this would have worked if we had people watching, because now you're on 2 strikes, and I'm sure somebody could have chimed in to get one of the others. You're on 2 strikes. Let's see if you can clear the board.
So I already said TV. Okay, I'm going to say. Can I say clothing?
Let's see. Is clothing on the list?
Really? Okay.
Man, Kenny, you're not doing good. You're on strike 2 here.
Oh, gaming. Like a gaming station.
Number 3.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's see here. Tablet.
All right, now we're on a roll. You still have 2 strikes. Name one thing that people buy on Black Friday. Stay in that lane. Come on.
Appliance.
Wow. Come on. Stay in your lane there. Come on. This is something you'd be very familiar with. I'm giving you clues here now. I'll let it squeeze in.
Instrument. Okay. All right. I got 3 to go
You
here.
got 3 to go. Come on.
All right. Can I take a hint?
Well, you use it every day.
Me personally?
Yeah, actually, you use all 3 of these every day.
Oh, goodness. I already said appliances. Computer.
Is computer on there? Survey says.
Okay.
All right. We're doing there. You have 2 strikes and 2 answers left. Can you clear the board, Kenny?
Phone.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. The pressure's on. 2 strikes and 1 answer left.
And I use all 3.
See, this would be great because right now, if you didn't get it, the audience could steal for the win.
Right. Okay.
You still use this every day.
Oh, goodness. Black Friday. Every day I use this. Oh, my gosh.
Come on, if somebody could give you this for Christmas, you would go bananas.
Would I?
I think you would. You would appreciate a brand new one of these.
Brand new one. Oh, my gosh. Goodness. I can't think. Brand new one of these.
Come on, you can hear Bob Barker screaming it right now.
Come on, you idiot.
Brand new.
Brand new. I don't know. I almost said the wrong thing. I know it's not it. I don't use it every
Come
day.
on, throw it out there.
Apple Watch. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, what was it?
Audience, anybody? Kenny, how would you like a brand new?
Oh my God, a car? Really? You know what?
A brand new car.
You know what my problem is, Mike? The whole time I was thinking about getting things on Black Friday, you know what I was thinking about? Amazon. That's what I had in my head.
You want to do another round?
Let's do it.
I'm going to give you 2 more rounds, okay? I think you might be successful with this one.
Okay.
Round 2. What is the most popular Christmas song?
Oh, is it?
You got 8 of them. Come on.
I definitely think it's going to be what's her face, Mariah Carey.
Come on. What is it?
Okay. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Yeah, I knew that was the number 1.
Okay.
White Christmas.
Let's see. White Christmas? Let's see.
Really? Come on. Okay. Let's see then. I would say.
My favorite song is number 2.
Is it Jingle Bells?
Is Jingle Bells on the list, ladies and gentlemen?
What? Rudolph.
Is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the list?
Are you serious right now?
Kenny, you just struck out. I thought you would hit it in the music category.
Well, I'm just thinking about that's
number 8.
Okay. Jolly.
Number 7.
Okay.
Number 6.
Which version of Santa Baby?
The one that got canceled years ago, I'm sure. Number 5.
Okay. Yes, that's true. It's the Most Wonderful Time, 100%. I'm surprised that's number 2.
I got to say, number 4. I'm not even sure I know what this one is.
Oh, okay.
This one, come on, Kenny. We used to go to the same church together.
Oh gosh, that song should be thrown away. I love it.
No, I
Love the
agree. It's
lyrics.
outplayed. It's overplayed.
Yeah.
It's overplayed. And my favorite song of all time.
Is it really
for Christmas time?
Do you like the claymation version of the Little Drummer Boy?
No.
Oh really? My brother-in-law absolutely loves that movie. I liked it too back in the day.
All right, Kenny. We're going to give you round 3, and this one's the real. Well, we're not going to go through all the rounds, but this one you got to try and redeem yourself here.
All right.
Round 3. Let's see if you can get this. Round 3. What are the names of Santa's reindeer?
Oh.
Come on.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Wow. You said Donner, Prancer. Who else did you say?
Comet, Cupid, Donner,
Comet, Cupid,
Blitzen.
Comet, Cupid. Oh, you didn't say Vixen. Whoops, my bad.
Yeah,
Well, I give you.
Dasher, Dancer. Dasher, Dancer, and Comet, Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
Yep. What's the last one?
Is it Blitzen?
Nope.
It's not Blitzen.
Come on.
Let's see here. I said Prancer, Vixen. Are you sure? Wait a minute. Are you sure it's not Blitzen? It's not. Well,
sure.
Rudolph.
You got him.
Where's Blitzen?
It's not on the list.
How is that not on the list? There's 8. Well, 'cause
I'm
Rudolph
telling
is
you,
the
it's not
ninth
on the
one.
list.
Rudolph is the 9th one. Because remember, there's 8 of them, and then he's the one that's in the front with the.
All right, you know what, Kenny? Just because you went through that one so quickly, I'm going to make you do another one.
Okay.
We're going to skip right ahead to, let's see. I got a bunch of them here, but I think the one you'll like best and maybe have the best luck with. I'll let you choose.
Okay.
Okay, here are your topics. The most popular Christmas dish. What is the most popular Christmas decoration? What is the most well-known Christmas carol? And what is the most popular Christmas tradition?
Silent Night.
Well, hold on. Which one do you want to do?
Oh, let's do Christmas Carol.
You want to do Christmas carols? All right. Let's see if you can get these. What is the most well-known Christmas carol?
Noel.
And you said Noel.
But already, I'm mad.
Next.
Silent Night. No, that's not. That wouldn't be one. Hold on, it wouldn't be like Carol of the Bells. Let's see here.
Come on, we sing them every year. Candlelight services. No Googling.
Nope, no Googling.
Think of all the staples from candlelight services. Come on.
Oh, what is it? Oh, hold on. I gotta think of that. How's it go? See, I gotta get the melody in my head. I gotta get the melody in my head. Joy to the World.
There's joy to the world in here.
Oh, Holy Night.
Is Oh Holy Night in here? Doing good. Christmas.
Oh, come, all ye faithful.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh come all ye faithful in here.
Are you son of a gun? All right.
Come on, you're behind the 8 ball now, Kenny.
We Three Kings?
Let's see. Is We Three Kings in here? Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you okay?
Kenny, come on.
Okay, I'm gonna get oh come Emmanuel.
Oh my gosh.
I hate this game.
Come on.
Oh, Christmas tree. What? I was thinking of church. We don't do that one in church. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, even though I lost here.
Keep going.
Frosty the Snowman. Santa Claus is coming to town. Deck the halls. Did I already say We Three Kings?
Yes, but we're giving you an X anyway. I'm glad this is on tape.
Hey, shut it. Okay, give them the rest to me. I'm done.
You sure?
I'm done. Oh, come on.
I'm just going to go all over the board here just to make you mad. Come on.
Oh, duh. Okay, I did forget about that one.
You already said one earlier, but it's on this list. I can't believe you didn't say it again. But
what did I say? Oh, my goodness. How is that on this one?
Because it's a Christmas Carol. And
okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Okay. All right. That one is fair. Like, see, that one is okay. You don't sing Rudolph in church, and
I had too much fun with this, man. We could have gone all night with it. I mean, I have more.
I'm good. I'm mad.
You sure you don't want to redeem yourself?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
All right. There's Kenny lost out on 2,080 points. Oh, well. I guess we could just send them.
Put some. You should put money on the line. Then I would have probably done a little.
We're
better.
sending that over to Team 2. Kenny lost out.
That's all right, though. Whatever. It was fun. Mike, thank you for the game.
Anything I can do. I had to lighten the evening up. Oh, that's hilarious. Kenny, you disappointed me.
I know. I don't mean to be such a big disappointment, but I can only do so much, Mike.
Oh well, it was a light night, and there we have it.
There we have it. So Mike, next week, what do we have? So it's going to be Christmas.
Next week it will be Wednesday, and Christmas falls on Thursday, does it not? No, wait. No, wait. Next week is Tuesday. Sorry, I'm ahead of the day on my schedule here. We record on Tuesdays. We go live on Thursday. So we will have a Christmas show that we record on Tuesday night.
Right, but Tuesday night is Christmas Eve.
Well, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it Monday. I have no problems with Monday.
And Monday we can go at any time because I don't have b-ball practice for the kids. So.
And Monday everybody is off because the kids are off from school.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can. I say we record live and go live Monday.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, and tonight was a dry run for the Ken and Mike show going back live on Facebook. I didn't have a whole lot of content tonight, but we had some fun just shooting the breeze to see if it worked. And we'll go back and we'll check our video stream, we'll check our audio stream and see how it played out. And anybody who catches up on this and sees it, give us some input, see what we're missing, see if we're coming through loud and clear for you, and tell us if it works.
Exactly. And full disclosure, too, you talked about content. You and I have literally been kind of putting a couple things out there each show and then kind of going off the cuff purposefully, only because we're kind of like bringing it back and we just kind of want to put a bunch of different ideas and different perspectives out there. But you'll see more. Of course, we will, bring back some guests here and there, and we'll definitely have shows specific as well at times too. But sometimes we might just go off the cuff, just like we did tonight.
I think we need to revisit Pat and Roy. I think we should revisit who was that one gentleman we had for a follow up for the Gambler? the Christian gambling. Remember that guy?
Oh my gosh, we haven't had him in a. That's right, I remember him. That was a great conversation.
Yeah, I remember that one time for the Alight Center we had Kathleen Ham, but now now I believe Brenda Halstead runs that.
Really?
Yep.
We should have her on.
I will have to verify that. I know she had taken over. If she's still in that role, I do not know. It's been a while.
Okay.
And yeah, let's put some ideas out there. Who we want? I mean, is Horowitz still ticking?
Yeah, he is. I believe so. But yeah, folks
we had
like
Sam Sorbo on that
we
one
had
time.
Sam Sorbo on.
I don't know what they're going on, what they're doing anymore, but
He's still out there, man. She is. They're amazing. Both
I
of
think
them.
I think we should start beating our old email links there of people that we
Kevin
had.
on.
And Kevin, oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome because I know he has quite a lot to say about what's going on in Hollywood and how he had been canceled himself.
Yep.
So I would love to go down that avenue if he's not too big for us, and do that.
Let's do it. It's going to be great.
Let's get them all. Let's see if we can, and then we're putting that out to you people out there in social media land as we're branching back out and restarting up this Ken and Mike show. To our own detriment, we took a break there. We were getting a strong following for a while, and that's our own fault. Life got in the way, and we're making the commitment to bring it back, and we're not going to let it get in the way again, come what may.
That's exactly right. And I'll take the blame, Mike. I'll take all the blame. I moved out of the state.
I'm blaming you anyway. I just, I was trying to be nice about it and just, not pull you out on the carpet.
I am prostrating myself or prostrating. Excuse me.
Did you just say prostrating? Wow. Prostrating. Should we turn the camera off while you do that?
No, you don't want to see that thing. But yeah, hey, obviously we have a fun time.
Putting my gloves on.
We want you to have a fun time too. So one thing is I'll put out there too, Mike. I gotta know. So I have not. My wife has gotten, since we moved, she's gotten 2 tattoos. 2. I've never gotten one.
Really?
I've never gotten one, but I have an idea. I know where I'm going to get my first one, and I know, but I just don't know what.
You're not going to get a tramp stamp, are you, Kenny?
How'd you know? I mean, honestly, that's
it's going to say this end up.
It might be exactly what I do. If you dare me good enough.
See, you guys, Kenny and I have a relationship. We can do this, and it's great that people can see how we can do this. Well, actually, since you've moved away, I've gotten 2 more, so I'm becoming the tattoo beast over here.
Well, they say, so what I've heard from folks who get them is that they always say, I'm only going to get one. And then next thing you know, they just keep going.
No, once you get one, it's, how do I say that? I know how I would like to say it, but it's not.
You don't want to use the word addicting.
It's not error friendly. No, it's going to say, once you pop, you can't stop. It's it's like Pringles, man.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, where were you going with that, Kenny?
I thought about something else to Pringles. I've seen too many things. The Pringle prank. Okay.
So yeah, I got one now on my forearm.
Okay.
I got one on the back of my arm now.
All right.
I got the 2 on my shoulder. I got 1 on my chest. So yeah, I've become a walking billboard.
Well, you thing of wealth. That's the thing. You just have so much money just to spend it the way you want to.
Well, it's from all our viewers that are just subscribing and giving us so much cash. I had to figure out what to do.
Oh, have they been donating to the GoFundMe page?
Yes, they have.
Tell me about it? Okay. If anybody wants to set that up out there, let us know. We are taking donations. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but seriously, let's see which avenue we want to go with this. And we welcome all input. I like the live format, although we will have an edited, clean version that puts up on YouTube that Kenny does the editing. And right now everybody's seeing the uncut version, and yeah, let's go with that.
Awesome, man. All right, so Mike, it's been a delight as always. Thank you for the fun games. I guess I'm not smarter than a second grader.
Because you were thinking about Pringles cans.
Probably. Oh, I got to get my mind straight. Hey, for all you who have listened, thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to so much more and what God has in store. Look at it's the new year's on its way. We have a whole plan ahead of us for 2025, and it's going to be exciting. So thanks for tuning in as always, folks, and we will catch you next time right here on the Ken and Mike Show.
Good night and God bless.